Right, so now we should be on. Everybody that has already joined, make sure to like the video. Tell me in the chat, are you there? Everybody has just recently joined. Yeah, it's almost like an instruction. Every single video I'm talking about the stream issues, but this time I didn't really have stream issues. Besides that, Kick is not working because I guess it's the worst platform they could choose to trade on. To stream on. But besides that, it is really working fine. And also on Kick, for some reason, the stream was just interrupted so many times. I have like 10 different 3-minute streams on there. Whatever that is. Anyways. So everybody who joined in, let me know. Like the stream also. You know, we could be doing like a challenge, you know. For every like, 5 push-ups or some shit. Mm. Yeah, man, this week has been quite great, but we also had a little bit of a setback. You know, I will break down the entire trade that led to this loss, basically, because we have actually taken a loss. Let's look at the history. So this is what we have right now. This is the current month, right? But let me do all history. We've taken, but actually rather a small loss, right? You could expect that to be like a $6 loss, right? And before that, we have been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 winning trades in a row. We have lost that one. I'll break it down in full detail a little bit later on. For now, let's focus on the actual trades that we are interested in for today. And then I'm going to break down the loss basically for everybody that has maybe not joined in, and just for myself, right? Maybe I can review something out of it. It's always good to revisit your trades. And today we are actually going to journal some trades because, you know, journaling every single day, that's like one thing, but you need to collect a little bit of data, and then from there on, I recommend journaling. we have taken like what, guys, 9 people watching. Make sure to hit a like. So what I was about to say, um, I don't journal like every single day. Sometimes I'm taking like 2 or 3 days in a row, and then I'm just journaling them all right from the start in that sense. But you don't really have to journal every single day after the trade has been taken. Journal. Make it a routine, but I personally don't do that. Right? Yeah, I'm just going to wait, guys, till more people are active. Yes, we have 9 people watching, but if nobody's active, then to me it feels like nobody's watching the actual stream. So who am I doing analysis for? Nah, I'm kidding. I would be doing analysis either way in the stream, even if nobody is watching. Hang on, I'm gonna do something. So we have a little bit of time, guys. Like we're just going to keep it more chill this time. That's how I wanted every single stream to be. I don't want to be in this haste of, okay, let's do the analysis like very fast before the 0 a.m. candle is about to hit, and then yeah, I like to have a chill like that. Everybody's coming into the stream. We talk a little bit, and then yeah, I'm going to do the analysis. Then as always, we're going to take it from there. I might do also giveaways in the future, for future live streams, like perhaps next week or the week after that. We're also going to do some giveaways for prop firm accounts, because I have something prepared for you guys. So I want to do some. Hang on. Let's do like 5 push-ups. Yeah, like so. Now, where is it? It's like not there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to do it, but 5 push-ups, like one leg, 5 push-ups, but for some reason it doesn't let me do it. It takes, maybe it's because I'm already streaming. I don't know. That could be the reason. Because I know that sometimes when you stream, you cannot do everything, right? Hang on, let me do it. Can't be like that. Or let me just put it into the disclaimer. Like one, like 5 push-ups. Ah, that looks kind of shit, man. You can barely see me. But it's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna figure that out next time. As I told you, like every single time that I'm streaming, it gets better by just a tiny bit. But that's kind of a life lecture, honestly. You don't have to be the hero of the story by day one. Everything just one step at a time. For anybody that has watched yesterday's stream, and Smokers has already joined. I know that shit. I know who joins. What I was about to say. This is probably going to become like a running gig. I don't know what it's. There's like a different word for it, that for a running gig, like a sort of joke that just keeps on continuing, this type of stuff. I also thought about getting 2 mics. Like I have 2 different mics other than this one. I thought about having one streamer mic and one for recording, because the streamer mic, I could basically just put it right in here and you would hear me clear as day. Whereas this mic, it has to be very close to my face. So hang on, I'm gonna do this shit. So yeah, how has everybody's week been doing for trading? If anybody want to tell me that, or if everybody just want to stay quiet, that's also a theme lately. Where's my guy? Remember, I already missed him. He's just chatting the entire time. The entire time, man. I think I'm gonna also do a poll another time. Just for, if you would like to react on some trading videos. Because I've seen 80% we're actually fine with that. Looking at some videos. Let's see if like everybody agrees with that, doing that more often. Let me see. Because I find it fire, but I'm whatever you guys like, I'm more into that. Because of course I'm trying to also make the stream not only educational, but also a little bit entertaining. At least I try. Anyways, so I think it's time doing the analysis in just a bit, 5 minutes. Very, very soon. Let me put it like that. So we have basically 10 minutes to do the analysis, and then from there on we're just going to start. So, my man, oh, there have already been people, shit, man, I have not, there have already been people sending into the chat, but I didn't see it because I have this weird plugin that allows me to see all of the chats simultaneously, but I guess it's not working. Anyways, so hang on, I'm gonna check everybody's message. My bad, guys. So Foxy was saying, hey man, what's up, brother? Good to see you here. Then Smokers, let's review prop firms. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's do that. Like later on after the analysis, remind me of that again, and then we're just going to look at a couple of prop firms. Sniper was saying took a long on gold. Great shit, man. We can also look at gold a little bit later. Oh, you actually took a long? Hang on, man. Ghostway was saying, what up? Ghostway, what up, brother? Good to see you here. Where was our pair? What I had the text on? Where was it? Here it is. Yeah, for some reason my shit is not working as always. Yeah. Or maybe I have to do this shitty plugin before I started streaming. I don't know. Anyways, for the most part, everybody's just watching on YouTube, so I don't think it'll be a problem. 6 likes. Great shit, man. We're going to do the push-ups like towards the end of the stream. Hopefully it's not going to be, because I know how many AUDCHF. Yes, we can also look at that in just a bit. Because I know how many push-ups I can just straight up hit. And if you get above that shit, then yeah, that's not ideal, as at some point we have to decrease it, like 50 likes and like, what the hell, man, 250 push-ups or what? Which, like, with break, that's doable with a break, but like right from the start, I think no human being is able to do that. Maybe the world record. Hang on, let me see, what is the world record? World record for without break. That's what we're talking about. The fuck, man. That's 10,500. Nah, but I'm pretty sure there is some kind of caveat to it, or not caveat, but so it's in 24 hours, 46,000 by some other guy in 1993. What the hell? No, but I think there's some kind of other, like, there is a break at least, he's just sitting like that, right? While he's doing the push-ups, and then he's having his break, kind of. So we're going to start with the analysis. Enough bullshit talking about push-ups. I was just interested. Female push-ups. Now fuck the female push-ups. Oh, you mean him? Yeah, probably. I don't think that a human is physically capable, like physically, to do that many push-ups, like having with proper form and without break. I don't think any animal being. Anyways, So we're going to start with the analysis. We're starting at your CHF. So are we targeting the previous day high, or are we going for the previous day low? This is a 50-50 scenario. We can't tell if we're going for the low or for the high. So basically we are not allowed to take a trade on that one. Now maybe, not saying right now, but maybe I am willing to take a risky trade to go on to the upside, but only on the risk accounts, right? Not on my usual prop firm accounts whatsoever. Well, let's leave that for now. So your GBP was a take profited. I'm gonna show it to you real quick, right? I don't know what day that was, yesterday, was it? I'm going to remove everything so we have a fresh start. Basically same scenario. Are we going for the previous day high or for the previous day low? Probably for the previous day low, but I like to have a little bit more momentum. Also, the problem is we have this entire price action gap and also FEG, which is also a VPR, right? So there is liquidity to trade higher. Also, these are going to be relatively highs. If we had like a big bullish candle onto the upside, then this would be actually a very good setup to trade onto the upside, because you have your liquidity internally, you have your external liquidity, such as this price action gap, and even higher liquidity with this entire fuckery in here with the BPRs. This would be in an ideal scenario. It hasn't happened yet, so we are not going to take a trade. Simple as that. Now we're going to go to AUD CHF, and also, so that's actually the pair that you wanted to look into, Ghost Whale. So let's look at the weekly chart real quick. Weekly chart is looking weird. Let's just put it that way, because we had a massive price action gap, which can happen. The only problem is that we're just trading higher and higher, and the longer a trend continues, the more likely it becomes that it's just going to reverse, right? Because at some point, especially, we have to go for these liquidity points lower. Now, but that actually aligns pretty well with the daily time frame, what we have right now, right? Because we have the daily candle, that's going to be established movement. We have liquidity being taken out in here, right? This entire thing is going to be the liquidity rate. So smokers saying, damn, this guy has no setups. Okay, so we have this candle. So now we want to trade onto the downside, because this is going to be our established movement onto the downside. So we also have these liquidity points in here, which is going to be what? On the 4 hour time, I mean, even on the daily, but on the 4 hour time frame, it's going to be way more clear. My man Ghost Whale already had it in mind, right? So we want to trade onto the downside, because this is all liquidity. We also have this FEG. Ideally, we would like to see that we are already traded into that FEG and then lower. This is an ideal scenario. And we also have this price action gap. So actually a very good setup to take, right? I mean, overall trend, in an ideal scenario, overall trend would also be bearish right now, but you know, you cannot have everything. So that's basically a pair that I wanted to take a trade on. I'm just going to leave this vertical line on it. AUD USD, let's check that out real quick. So we have the relative highs that we have not traded into yet. Expected to trade higher into this gap, has not happened. This is going to be our established movement. We are pretty close to our previous day low. We're probably not going to reverse up from here in this point. What I also like is there's way more liquidity that we need to trade into, such as this price action gap. Equilibrium has not been traded into yet. We also have this price gap in here. So probably we are going to trade onto the downside. Let me see. On a daily time frame, we want to trade onto the previous day low. Now this is not going to be the pair of the day, especially because the previous day, so this entire candle, so this one has taken out its previous day high and previous day low. More of a rare occurrence, and we don't really like that to see. So we're going to go into the 4 hour time frame. Basically the same what I've explained in the last one. Smoker is saying talking so fast. It's no problem. I'll make it. I can do the analysis just one more time later on. So we want to trade into that FEG and then lower. Ideally, we would already be in that FEG and then lower, because now we can expect price to go higher. This could be potential entry. I am going to mark it also out with a vertical line. Now we're going to go to USD CHF. We're going for the previous day high, previous day low. More 50-50 scenario. This has also tricked us the last time. Oh, hang on. USD CHF. This has also tricked us the last time, because ideally you would have liked to go onto the FEG right in here. But this has not happened basically, and now we're in that 50-50 scenario, probably for the high, probably for the low. You know, it's not really something that you would like to participate on, as of right now at least, or for the entire day in that sense. So this is more of a risky trade. I was going for the previous day low, previous day high. Evil Memo saying, welcome back, Star. Welcome back, my brother. Probably for the low, because we already have this established movement. These two candles are going to be your established movement, right? Then we have this candle that we want to trade into. This is going to be your liquidity and potentially even external liquidity. But let's see if that is the case on the 4-hour time frame. So this is definitely internal liquidity in that sense. This could be counting as external, but it's quite far away. Ideally, I would like to see all of that. I mean, all of these lows basically count to the relative equal lows, but don't get that twisted. So this entire low and this low are not connected with each other. They don't contribute. So rather just that low and that low are relative equal lows. But then also that low and that low are also relative equal lows, right? So don't basically get that confused when I say that these are relative equal lows, but also these ones. Put a position order when explaining. Yeah, hang on. So on the 4-hour time frame, we are already trading into that FEG, and this is going to be more of a risky one to take because it is not so obvious that we're going to trade onto the previous day low as the other pairs. Right, so we're going to go to NZD/USD. We have hit, oh, this was the loss. I'm going to leave it for now, right? So we're going to talk about it later on. We want to trade onto the previous day low based off the daily logic, but I don't like this entire price action gap. And it's also Friday, which can sometimes be also a little bit more unpredictable. So we're not going to take this trade. NZD CAD, probably for the previous day low, but this entire candle is basically the same scenario with NZD USD. This entire candle has barely a wick to the upside, so probably we also need to revisit it. So we're also not going to take a trade on that one. Yeah, so basically let's take the positions, okay? So we have what we have in our garage. We have AUD USD. ADCHF was not a trade. Oh, that was the trade where I said, okay, you know, maybe I'm going to take a little bit more of a risky. No, this was actually a trade. Never mind, right? We have this. So we're going to take a trade on that one. You know, we have to wait for the 0 AM candle. Allowed to extend the entire take profit to that low, to the previous day low, basically. And then stop loss can reside above that candle. Let me see how this will be looking like. I mean, I'm not going to take a trade yet. Don't get that. Don't be confused by that. I'm waiting for the 0 AM candle. I put a lot of value into that. So let me just put it like that as an example. How much is that? 5 pips? Yep, 5 pips. That's acceptable. Because if price goes all the way higher, then we actually have an entire high that it's targeting. Clearly, it is going to target that high. If price is going to get all the way in here, so all the way from the bottom right in here, then we are also going to violate it, and the original SL will also be hit. So no point in doing that, and we're going to increase the take profit also. Right, that's how the position would be looking like, but I am going to wait for that just a little bit longer. Let's go into the daily time frame. Probably for the previous day low, this was more of the riskier trade, if I remember. Let's go to another pair which we had. We're looking out for. Not this one. Okay, it's getting too messy. Was there another one? I think it was AUD NZD, wasn't it? Yeah, but this is also more of the riskier trades, yeah? This is not something that I recommend for everybody to take. The pair of the day is going to be AUD USD. Put a position. Okay, I've already read that. Yeah, so perhaps I'm even going to take a riskier trade on your CHF, but you know, we'll be looking at that in just a bit. So now we're going to go to CTrader. This was all of our trades so far. And that's going to be the first position, right? Right in here. Going to close in just a second. Oh, we have already done it. Never mind. So from here, this is going to be 0 AM candle. This is how the position is going to look like. Right in there. Previous day high. Previous day low. I'm going to put a limit order in there. Not going to do it as a market order. Yeah, we're not going to do a market order. This was AUD CHF. So let me do AUD CHF. AUD CHF. Oh, I wanted to take a limit order, I just said, but it's okay. Okay, like that. So this is going to be the stop loss. Then that's going to be the take profit. AUD NZD and AUD CHF were the ones. Yeah. 1 second, man. So AUD CHF, AUD NZD, you said. AUD NZD. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. So, have we taken out that low? No, we didn't. So it's also something favorable. More of the riskier trades, but I'm also going to take that on the high risk account. Once again, the best day for you to take is going to be, where was it? AUD CHF, right? AUD USD is also a potential trade. Also going to take that. AUD USD. So the position will be looking like. We don't even have to trade all the way to a previous day low, so that's something good. Going to base it off in here, the stop loss. And yeah, so AUD USD. So there's a lot of different pairs this time. AUD USD, AUD. For some reason, AUD reminds me of Eugene Krabs. AUD USD. Going to take position. I'm gonna do that stop loss in just a bit. Boogby was saying, hey, what's good, man? So AUD NZD, AUD NZD. Let me check that real quick. Again, I'm just double checking a lot of the times, so we're not going to miss something. Also, ready to take a trade on that one. 50 pips, so we don't even have to reach all the way to a previous day low, but can be extended. Stop loss above this high. It's looking all right. It's going to be the 0 AM candle. AUD NZD is that. Okay, so AUD NZD. Okay, so basically a Australian dollar episode. Let's just call it that way. So that's going to be just double checking AUD NZD here. Sell. Was it a sell or buy? Sell. Just taking it like that. Okay, I'm going to do the stop loss placement. Or I have recently learned set stop loss, entry, target. Hang on. So this was AUD NZD. We're going to put the stop loss in here. Stop loss. Then we're going to go here, take profit. There we go. Then we also need to set up AUD USD. Let's not forget that. And actually, I would be ready to take another trade, but we don't have enough margin. We'll just get stopped out on this account so far. We don't really have that much. So we want to take here AUD USD and set the parameters in here. So it's going to be our stop loss. It's right in here. Stop loss. It's going to be the take profit. Alright, I actually know what the problem was. I think so, at least. Is everybody work well again? Is everybody in again? Like, just let me know. Is the connection still ass? Or is it working now? Because I think I figured it out. And it was actually my mistake. So for me, the stream works well. Just let me know real quick if it is actually working again. Because you're the only guys that could really tell. No audio? How's there no audio? No audio? Is there no audio? Are you sure? Is it not just quiet for you? Like, I mean, is it just you or is it for everybody that the audio is just quiet? There's audio? Okay. Yeah, maybe it was just Ghost Whale. You know, just do increase the volume. Depends on where you are. How? What do you mean? Depends on where you are. Oh, depends on. Okay, okay, I get it. Yeah, I thought about getting a different microphone so the audio is like crazier. I mean, don't get me wrong, this microphone, right? It's a pretty good one. But it has sort of a different purpose. The purpose of its microphone is so you talk like this in it, right? And there's like other microphones where the purpose is where you can be way farther away. So I actually said that previously. Man, let's fly again. I thought about that previously to have like a streaming mic and a video mic. Took AUD-CHF. Let me see, AUD-CHF. Did we have a trade on that one? Yeah, we had. Alright, great shit, man. I'm gonna do a couple of analysis real quick. Gotta do some stuff for the mental. Ghostville will be seeing it, but Ghostville already knows what's up. 1 second. Ah, dang it. Man, this fucking fly. AUD-CHF. So yeah, guys, tell me, how was everybody's trading doing so far? So Abel Memo was saying, same here. I took it, Starry forgot trades. Streamed the flies back. Yeah, the stream fly. The stream fly. By the way, I thought you don't trade on NFP days. No, that was before that. So I'm going to explain that in just a second because I've updated the entire strategy with new rules and everything like that. It's just that the mentorships guys, they know it before, and then like after a while I also do it on YouTube, because it's not that I gatekeep in that sense. It's just that the videos just come later on, because I have already like 1 month, in an entire month I already have videos produced. So the video that is going to come out tomorrow, you'll see me in a different setup, right? The background and everything does not look like that because it's recorded 1 month ago. So then there was, what was I saying? There was one pair in particular that was great looking. AUD-CHF. So last boy was saying do 5 push-ups. Ghost was saying limit order filled. Now dump it. Now dump it. 5 push-ups. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do the push-ups at 10 likes. Okay. So if you're going to leave 10 likes, I'm gonna do the push-ups. All right. There's one more guy liking, and I'm gonna do them. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do some other stuff. But you can just chat in, and I'll just respond. Like, don't be disrupted. I don't see the. Yeah, so somebody was messaging me what happened, man. All right. So last boy was saying 10 likes done. Now do the push-ups. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check that. Is that actually, do we have 10 likes? Nah, for me it's still 9 likes. Like I can show it to you even, like here. Here, 9 likes. Hang on, I can't remove it. Here, like 9 likes. If it's going to be 10, then I'm gonna do them. So Abel Memo saying, I feel fire and I think 2026 might be a breakthrough for my journey. What's this feeling? Is it a dream or is the Matrix telling me, huh? Abel Memo saying, no, it's 10. Now for me it's 11. I mean 9. Like, let's just wait it out. It's going to be updated in just a bit. Yeah, I think enthusiasm and just having an optimized mind is very important. And yeah, basically nothing that speaks against it. I think that is very important. Being basically with a good mindset coming into the year. I think that changes how you will be trading, pursuing life in general. Okay, so now, still at 9. I just saw that it was at 10. Like, I just want to be sure that it's at 10. Then I'm finna doing them. And then I'm going to surprise you, like, after the push-ups, there's something sitting in here, you can't even see it. Yeah, guys, I'm not kidding. It's still like at 9 likes. I will wait this out. I ain't gonna pressure myself. I will wait this out until it's going to be actually 10. So last boy was saying, I've just completed a backtesting session of Negative RR of 0.35 for 1. And the win rate I got was around 85%. Is it good? That's definitely good. I don't know what the exact break-even point is going to be for a 0.35 for Seward, but I know that it's well above the break-even point, so you're definitely good. Because I know that for a 0.2 it's going to be 83%, and your risk reward is higher, so yeah, that's definitely great. So Abel Memo is saying, tell us more about the amendment on your strategy. I don't really understand what you mean by that. How many trades did you backtest? Well over 1,000. No, actually, like 2,000. Nah, not 2,000, but 1,200. Last time I saw it in my FX replay. But I have 2 accounts. One account I lost access, but I remember it was like 700 or 800. And then the account that I have right now was also like another 500. So yeah, well over 1,000. But I've talked about this previously. 1,000 trades is not going to be determining whether you have edge or not, right? Because somebody can have 200 trades back tested and have greater results than you and me both together. You get what I'm saying? It's not this like set in stone 1,000 trades, because frequency also depends on how big of an edge you have. Because if, let's just say, you're only taking 2 setups a month, right? So for the entire year, you're only going to get at most 24 trades. Somebody is spamming in hearts. Appreciate that. What I was about to say. When you have only 2 trades a month max, then you're going to have 24 trades in the entire year. So how are you going to get to 1,000 trades? You can't, right? Even if you're going to backtest every single pair, and for the last 5 years, because I don't recommend going too much into the past, not that ideal, you'll still not be able to get 1,000. Does that mean that you're not a profitable trader? Hell no. You can still be a profitable trader even without 1,000 trades. So Abelman was saying, I feel your star. I was just asking last boy. Okay, got you, man. So last boy was saying, with this negative RR, how many trade in a day should I take? Like, do I need to have a limit? For now, I'm taking 3 a day. Personally, I don't really have a limit on how many trades I'm taking. I don't have this set in stone rule of saying, okay, I can only take 3 trades a day. I used to have that where I only took 1 trade a day, right? But then what's it called? But then I just increased the entire frequency to recover losses faster and also just more profits. And I'm currently still on an extensive backtesting session, which yeah, they're like some of them, not all of them, because all of them are only going to be the mentorship, but some of them are going to be for the YouTube as well, so you can also watch that. So Ibn Memo saying 3 is more than enough if you can get bro. Yeah, I agree with that. Last was saying 10 likes done. Ibn Memo saying, yeah, if you get, take as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, as much as, of course, are high quality. Okay, so now we're at 10 likes. I'm gonna do the push-ups. Okay, 1 second. Hang on, I'll be right back in just a second. Hang on. Okay. Imagine somebody just joining in new and you be like, where the hell did that motherfucker go? I can take as much as possible in prop firms, yeah. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna do them real quick. I gotta see how it looks on the camera. Oh shit, hang on. That was a surprise. Hang on. So Abel Memo was saying, and the one thing, let me advise you, when I first started backtesting, getting 85% was a dream. Now I'm in the past over 15% win rate normally with 0.33 RR, so this will be better after a while. What I mean is don't limit yourself. Yeah, I agree with that. Basically, you know, to keep it short. Then can you see it on the stream? Okay, so count. Everybody count. Okay, that was 51. Oh. It was saying woo. That was the sound. Woo. Woo. Okay. Weird. I'm preparing to be the next Tom Cruise, I guess. Put it like that. No, now you can't see my face. People think, where the fuck is that motherfucker gone? So, everyone was saying, um, Dang it. So last bro, what's your win rate? Then Abraham was saying, go! Boogeyman, or whatever that was called, is saying, let go. Last boy, let's go. Enough, enough. 50. You're preparing to be the next Tom Cruise or something? I hope so. Ghost is saying, nice bro, Memo, that's a manly thing. Tough one. Good job. Bro, you're a gym teacher for sure. I hope so. Okay, and now we're going to feast. We have done the work. We have done trading. We have done the push-ups. Now we're going to treat ourselves with some potatoes and with some chicken. I'm a gym teacher. Not yet. We also have some sauce. No, shit. Dang it. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I was talking about. I spilled the sauce. That was so shit. That's why I was just, no, shit. I spilled the sauce. Last was saying, sleep schedule is cooked. I'm going to sleep now, 6 a.m. Alright, brothers, see you next time. Thank you for hopping in. As always, I hope I was able to provide some value. Ghostway saying, bro, maybe we should do a live stream together Sunday. Definitely, why not? I'm open, man. Let's live stream together. Last boy was saying love. Spam some love, man. For last boy. Spam some love emoji. I'm spamming it right now. Nice. I spilled the fucking sauce. So currently we have a little bit of trades going on. Abelman was saying, when it comes to sleep, I am getting some issues. Like sleep 2 max, 3 hour, then wake up. Then after 8 hours sleep again for 2 hours like that. I had that in the past too. I had big problems with sleep. It was the same for me as well. Back in the day. But I fixed it. I think just having, I also used to do it like that, you know, sleep like 2 hours, then 1 hour, then here 3 hours. Sleep for 8 hours and then again, you know, do a nap. But now I'm really just sleeping like 8 hours or something like that. And then basically being awake for the rest of the day, and yeah, then I'm going to sleep again. I had that problem too. I get that. Ghostway saying crypto pair of today, short BTC. Let's look at it. Hell yeah. Liquidity has been taken out. And now we want to trade into this FEG combined with the previous day low. Definitely. Like, I'm not going to take a trade, but yeah. Hang on a sec. So Refoxy was saying sleeping 2-3 hours is like not sleeping at all. You should get 7 to 8 at least. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, sometimes sleeping just a little bit like that just makes it worse. Have you ever noticed, guys? Pretty sure it happened to everybody of us so far. When we're just sleeping for this little, right? Then what's it called? Then it's almost like worse, right? Because we have not gotten enough sleep. And then yeah, shit is just getting worse. I spilled the sauce. My table is full of sauce, man. I just wanted to show the sauce. I didn't know that it was already open. Not my fault. Don't blame me. The thing is, my mouse pad, like this entire thing in here, this is also my mouse pad, you see? And if that gets dirty, it's kind of shit. Alright, so right now, positions could be looking better as of right now, but we're not just going to decide off of that alone. We're just going to wait. Um, so last one was saying, bro, what's your win rate and average RR? My win rate, it has been for a very long time being 95%. Now it has gone lower to like 88%, but I'm also catching way more trades and my RR has increased. So with a 0.2 risk to reward, I'm having a 95% win rate, or like almost 95. With a average to, you know, almost 0.3 risk to reward, I'm having like a 86% win rate. So yeah, those are my stats currently. I mean, that's the average, of course, you know, that changes from season to market conditions, that type of stuff. Mm. So, last one was saying, no, Abelman was saying 8. 6 is fine if you get good food. I think 6 is actually quite good. It's like the bare minimum. I wanted to sleep for 6 hours, but for some reason, I got into this habit of sleeping a lot more. And ever since, I just stick to it because I don't want to get into the habit of sleeping 2 to 3 hours. So I'd rather sleep like 8 than having to try it all over again. And then I'm in this bad cycle of having 2 hours sleep. Mm. Refoxy was saying if you get into the habit of sleeping so little, your focus goes to shit over time. Yeah. Abel Memo was saying, I know a girl in my city, she sleeps 2 hours, believe it or not. That's hilarious, man. Abel Memo, and my ex-boss sleeps 5 hours. Abel Memo was saying, and another boss for 3 hours. That's crazy, man. I think being self-employed and having to take care of people that work for you and that kind of stuff, I do think that these people in general just get less time. Because they have to do way more than just showing up to the work. They have to do all kinds of other shit. Yeah. Dang it, like everything is full of sauce. Some type of bullshit. So Refox was saying that's crazy. I get 7 to 8 hours per day. No more, no less. Also sleeping more than that can be bad too. Eat, trade, sleep, repeat. For real, man. Eat, trade, sleep, repeat. Um, I mean, what else are you going to do the entire day? Like then trading. Other than trading, and trading takes like a little time. We have talked about that. Here's the sauce, but without spilling it this time. The secret sauce. That's what I'm talking about. That is the secret, the missing secret, this sauce right here, to your trading. That's why you have not been profitable yet. Because you don't have that sauce, man. That's what I'm talking about. So I wanted to touch up on the loss from yesterday. Right, let's do that real quick. Jokes aside. So basically, this was the previous day that we wanted to trade, and we wanted to go for the previous day high. We have actually taken out the previous day high, but we also expected that we were going to trade all the way to this price gap in here and fill it out potentially. This has unfortunately not happened, and what happened instead, we just went all the way lower. Now, looking at this from the past, I don't think that this was a bad trading setup. Eli Hassan, hi bro, what's good, man? We had the confirmation to go higher, but it was still just a loss. I don't think that this was an invalid loss where your analysis were just shit and then it's just going to be a stop loss. I genuinely believe that I would have taken this another time if, let's just say, that some kind of other pair is looking like exactly the way that NZD USD was looking like. I would take that pair one more time. Right, so this was basically just a valid loss and it cannot be avoided. If we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame, okay, this high in here, oh, hang on. This high in here was created after we have taken a position, right? So this does not really contribute, but it was additional liquidity where I would be saying, okay, we might as well just go higher because we have no more liquidity, so relatively go highs. We have not traded in there and just went all the way lower. So looking at this from the daily perspective, this was quite of an unexpected day because the daily candle will be looking way more bullish, targeting all the way to the gap. Has not happened, and so it was a loss. So conclusion made out of that trade is that it was just simply a valid loss. And people like to basically name 100 different reasons on, nah man, this is X and Y and Z reason on why I should have not taken a trade, or I should have entered way lower in here and then my take profit should be here. No, man, a loss is a loss. If you have done the analysis right and it was a loss, then it's what it is. It's what I want you to keep in mind when you're trading. Not every loss is going to have like a meaning to it, right? A loss is a loss and that's it. So last bro was saying, bro, I think you should improve your thumbnail. It will attract new viewer. Current one is not attractive. To be honest, I have thought about that too, you know. But I don't think it's the thumbnail. There's something called CTR. Like, I don't know for everybody that is into YouTube, but it's basically the click-through rate. And my click-through rate is actually way above average. And somebody would have in my niche, basically. You know, I am averaging like a 6, 7, 8, sometimes even more. After, let's say I'm going to upload a video right now. At the very start, it's going to achieve something like a 12% CTR, which is normal because it gets firstly pushed out to everybody of you that really likes watching my videos and that is really also going to click on it. After that, it's going to be published to a broader audience, right? To more people. And even there, my CTR is very well. So I think the problem currently is just that either the algorithm is just fucking around with me, or I just didn't do the right video. But right now, it's really confusing. Because the average view duration is great, the CTR is great, but YouTube just doesn't want to give me the views. which views is basically just impressions. It is not showing this video up to a lot of different people. So I don't really know what it is. You know, because the CTR of my thumbnails are actually great so far. That's why I just kept being with this blue theme currently. So Boog B was saying losing is inevitable in trading. Totally, man. You cannot avoid every single loss. Sniper was saying, which prop firms do you trade on? I'm on Fiverr. Then I'm also on I used to be on Secrets Funded. Now on Secrets Funded, they have actually closed. And it has been my first prop firm that I was like very successful with. But they have closed, very unfortunate. Then I'm also on Trading Funds. Then I'm on Alpha Capital. Yep. And I also have small accounts on a couple of other profits going on. Abelman was saying, for me, it's not confusing. You see, there is time for everything. You can't predict YouTube hit rate like trading. You feel me? Yeah, I get that. I think that it's just taking time. This is kind of the problem, right? I don't know if it is my mistake or is it actually the mistake of is it my mistake or is it just being lucky and just being consistent enough, you know? I can't really tell, and that's sort of the confusion here. But I think over time it is just going to get better and better and better, which, you know, we'll just have to see, I guess. Current trades are running, getting into a drawdown a little bit, but that's no problem. We're just going to stick to it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm still trying, and like if you have noticed, I'm uploading every single every 3 days. And recently I'm even streaming every single day. But Abel Memo is actually saying true, you know, there's time for everything. Everything has its time, right? So last man was saying, yeah, the CTR also depends on thumbnail. Check once and try to use a good photo of yours. Don't be emotionless. I just told you the CTR is great. The CTR is, you know, phenomenal. You know, I can go to one of my videos. The click-through rate is great, and I don't think that the thumbnails is what I need to change. I think something else is it, right? Because, like here I'm gonna send it in. You see this entire video, 8.6% CTR. That is above average what somebody in this niche is going to get. After this many impressions, at least for my size of my channel, you would expect something like a 7 or 6%, which is still great. Like this is something that you want to keep up. But my CTR is actually greater than that. So I don't think it's a CTR that is a problem. I think it's something different. I think it's that I'm not optimizing what how to search, right? So SEO type of stuff. But I've also looked into that. It's like a whole different thing. I am really trying to improve YouTube, but it's not that easy. So Sniper, I forgot to say I'm also on Funding Pips. So 888 Sniper saying is Funding Pips still good? Yes, it is. Or at least for me, it has been good. But keep in mind, I know somebody, right, who had like a pretty big payout incoming, but he got banned for no reason, basically, right? So so far after, I think it has been like 8 months or like close to a year, like 8 months, something around that range. We have started with Funding Pips, and I haven't had problems with them so far. But I know somebody who I trust also with what he's saying that he had problems with it. So it wouldn't be my first choice. Just keep that in mind. So GameSun was saying, "Hi brother, I'm new in your channel. Can you please share what pairs do you trade? Personally, I have been trading only gold for 2 years." Gold is a very good pair, and I like gold personally. More than even more than crypto, to be honest. Right? Because I see crypto as more of a long-term thing. I trade basically all of the pairs you're seeing in here, or basically all of the Forex pairs, right? I rarely ever trade gold. I never trade crypto unless it's for a long-term investment. So basically all of the ones you're seeing on the screen right now, it's more niche pairs. Oh shit, you can't even see them because of the face cam, right? Hang on. So here, all of the pairs you see, all of these different pairs. Besides, of course, gold and everything that is below. So everything that is below USD, JPY, I'm not trading. And even your USD, like all of these 3 pairs, I'm also not trading. Basically, I'm only trading niche pairs. For the most part. Right? So, Song's Gamma was saying, like when somebody clicks, he wants something he can't understand in just 10 seconds. If he can't get what's going on in the charts, then he leaves. Yeah, that's true. You know, it sounds easier than it is, right? But I'm trying to make it as easy to understand as possible. But at the same time, there is just concepts which are not as easy to explain in that sense, or they require you to know a little bit more detail. And that detail I'm trying to give you in the videos, but I guess, you know, people are just leaving. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make value in these videos, right? Of course, I'm also trying to reach as many people. I am trying to grow this after all, but I am trying to give you value, right? And that value has to be compensated. I think it just has to be a balance, right? If I give like only value in that sense, then people are just going to leave because they don't understand it. They can understand, but they don't want to understand it. Or you can go for, you know, like almost no value and just putting it right at the top and saying, okay, I'm gonna just make it as simple as possible. Then a lot of people will start watching, but then the value is gone. Eva Memo was saying, bro, there's days only if you give some good value, you will be successful in the long term. Also, I don't think the thumbnail is bad. I also don't think so. It looks natural. I agree. Do you trade futures prop firms? I don't trade futures prop firms. I am only on CFD prop firms, personally. Eva Memo, bro, these days. And then GameSend just deleted a message. Don't be shy, man. Say what you want to say. Basically, every single stream is going better and better. Has anybody noticed? Every single stream. GameSun is saying, alright bro, every trader trade differently, but don't you think mastering 1 or 2 pairs is better? I agree with you. And I have been, this is the best one so far. Yeah, it's better. I have been trading 1 pair for a very long time, which is EURCHF, and I've been only trading that pair. There's also a time where I've only traded EURGBP for a very long time, but over the years basically, I think that trading multiple pairs, but only if you really can, is a good idea. But what I think the journey should go like this. So you start off as just trading 1 pair, right? Hang on. You start off the journey, your trading journey, 1 pair, and you should just master that. When you have mastered that pair, you can go into more back tests and see, okay, well, my strategy works just as good or even better on multiple pairs, right? So that's the thing. I think in the beginning, you should really just master 1 pair. You know, that is going to be gold in your case, or 2 pairs. And then from there on, you can just basically expand. That's what I did. So Refox was saying, I was about to say that. Okay, RefoxP, this is the best one so far. Out of the thumbnails, I think you're talking about the thumbnails. Then Abel Memo saying, yeah, it's better. GameSun subscribed. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, the current thumbnails are pretty good. I mean, not just artistically wise, but just out of stats, they are performing very well. It's just the views. So views and CTR are two separate things. You have to understand that. I mean, let's see if the video tomorrow is going to do better. So Abelman was saying, do you think you might lower your risk after some time, or will you stick like these? Just thought, no, I am going to decrease the risk. For the very beginning, right, for this entire account, I just wanted to build up a huge buffer. Or like not a huge buffer. Let's get to $40 and I'm not just going to increase the lot size. I'm just going to give it at 0.01. Because basically we are risking half the amount of which what we were risking before that, because we now have double the amount if we have $40, right? If we have turned 20 into 40. So that's basically the thing that I'm referring back to. But yeah, I mean, dollar wise, it's going to be the same amount. But risk wise and percentage, it's going to be half the risk, right? Because we have double the amount of money to play with. So yeah. But as of right now, I wouldn't even mind if we really are going to just blow the account. Because we are risking 30% in every single trade. Don't forget that. 30%. More than 30%. More. Like 40% or so. Because it looks like it's only $2, but that is already like 10% of the entire account. $6 is already 30%. Okay? I mean, your strategy, not the challenge. I mean, overall, like that I'm risking 3% on prop firms. Is that what you mean? Game, someone's saying, bro, I'm currently 17. And I have been trading for almost 2.5 years. Respect, man. You actually started very young. It's also the same case for me. I have learned trading by only trading gold, but nowadays I'm trading USD JPY too, because I think it has the best market structure. Yeah, why not? That's what I'm talking about. Expanding the basically your arsenal. Arsenal sounds kind of funny. Like your arsenal. I'm expanding my arsenal, you know? I'm having like weapons in here, like my arsenal. Expanding your arsenal is a good idea. But only after some time. And if you have really been trading 2.5 years just gold, then I do think that is a good idea to do, right? And it's also preference at the end of the day. You know, somebody might just do better. For example, look at the top right of the screen. There's going to be USD. No, there's going to be USD SGD, right? This is USD against the Singaporean currency. I think so. Right? I don't really think that this pair is too good, or like rarely. But somebody else might be killing with it, you know? So Fit Raja is saying, where are you from? Take a guess. Take a guess, man. Where are you from? Or should I also take a guess? I mean, your negative R from 0.2 to 0.25, then 0.33, like that. I have been doing that actually, like just slowly. 0.2 is like the absolute minimum. Like I'm trading more than a 0.25. As you can see, these trades, like look at that. This is a 0.25. I am gradually increasing it, but this is always going to depend on the price action. Sometimes I am just leaving it at 0.2. All right, it's about the increasing the average, basically. So, everyone was saying, no, Raja, Fit Raja was saying from UK. No, wrong. You have 2 more guesses left. Where am I from? For anybody that already knows it, don't spoil it in the chat. But for everybody that doesn't know it yet, take a guess. Take a guess, guys. Where am I from? Answer might surprise you. Maybe. I mean, for people that know ethnicity well, they could be able to take a good guess. But I don't know. But at the same time, a lot of people are telling me I don't look like from the country that I'm from. So GameStime was saying, it's really hard to maintain psychology. I failed 3 funded accounts. I have proper backtested strategy. I only trade 1 hour support and resistance. But I still make mistakes because of psychology. See, and the first thing, 14 viewers, man. Thank you for everybody has tuned in. New record for us. We have actually broken the last record, which was 13. Now it's 14. It's going better and better. Really appreciate it for everybody that's watching, really, Great shit. So what I recommend, or no, first things first, you're mentioning that you're trading support and resistance. Most people, when hearing this, oh, he's trading support and resistance, that's the worst shit ever, that doesn't work. You have to trade SMC, ICT, whatever other garbage there's out there. I totally don't agree with that. That's like the very first thing that comes to my mind when I hear this you saying. Support and resistance can work. Everything can work. Guess what? Even, and yes, this might be surprising for anybody that's watching, right? Because we're trading in negative versus reward. Even a positive RR can work. Now, is it practical in live markets? Probably not, right? Because everybody else who has been trading a positive versus reward is just unprofitable. So doesn't that mean we have to change up things? But yeah, that's basically what I want to say. And so, let me check. Okay. So that's the first thing. And the second thing with your psychology, man, it just takes time. You know what is my opinion on that? Sometimes blowing the account is really a lesson, and I know how cliche it sounds. It sounds so cliche. I've heard it 1,000 different times. Yeah, you have to blow the challenge. That's going to be a lesson, this and that. It is really like that. It is really like that. If you're going to blow a challenge, that is a lesson. Now, if you're going to repeat the same mistake again by, like moving your stop loss or increasing your take profit or entering at the late time, whatever it's going to be, and you have lost because of that, that is going to be your lesson. You need punishment. Punishment is a very good teacher. Like, I'm not kidding. Punishment is great. So the next time when you're starting a challenge, you'll be thinking, should I really take that same mistake which led me to blowing the account? And then from there on, it's you to decide. Are you going to be the master of your emotions, or are you going to be the sucker of your emotions? What I just recommend overall, in these streams, we had that yesterday or the day after yesterday. There was 2 trades that we have missed. They would have been a take profit, but I have not taken them. Why? Because it was just too late taking them. And unfortunately, the limit order did not get hit. Did I revenge trade? Did I still take the position? No. I just left it as it is and I accepted it. Acceptance is a very big point. We have 18 viewers watching. Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm basically streaming every single day from Monday to Friday. I don't know how long I can keep this up streaming every single day, but I try my best as of currently. Tons of free education stuff on my YouTube channel. Just make sure to subscribe, but also turn on the notification bell. Because if you're subscribing and you're not getting notifications when I'm posting, then what is the sub really worth it, man? You're doing the sub for yourself, basically, not for me. Of course, I appreciate it, but the sub purpose is being notified. So Fit Raja was saying Germany. You're actually spot on. But there's going to be another one. Germany is where I live, but Germany is not really where I'm from. So keep guessing, man. So you're right, so I'm going to reset your tries. So now you have 3 tries again. I'm going to reset it. Mm. Abel Memo was saying if you get 80% win rate with 1-for-1, with same way of trading, will you switch your strat or stick with it? If I'm getting a 1-for-1 for 80%, then I'm probably just going to switch, man. To be honest with you. And I'm being for real on this one. Now, first of all, that is probably not practical and not possible. Because with a 1-for-1, your break-even point is 50%. If you're having an 80% win rate, you are 30% above your break-even point. So that's already the realm of where it's probably not going to be realistic for you to actually maintain that. Spanish is wrong. So now you have 2 more trades, Boogie. So, but if it would be like that, I'm being real, then yeah, I will be switching that. And I would do the content just as I would previously, but just with the new strategy and showcasing it in that sense. Once again, that is unrealistic. 80% is quite significant. And with 80%, you're not going to lose that many times in a row. 80% is already a very good territory. Anything below like 80%, that's already the territory where you could expect to lose a couple of times in a row, which is not so cool. Right? So yeah, Germany was right. Spanish was completely off. James started saying, bro, whenever I see people in my age, around 17, 18, olds buying Porsches and Lambos, I feel FOMO. I know most of these people are fake, but still it makes me think like I have done nothing in my life. Brother, where should I even get started on this? You're 17. I am 4 years older than you, right? I'm 21. When I was 17, like I'm not that much older than you, don't get me wrong, but when I was 17, I knew that my time just didn't come yet, right? Everything has its time, and you not being there is not because you're a loser or you're not accomplishing something. Think about it this way. Because you're only seeing like the greatest success. When you're seeing somebody on social media, you see their day 1000. You're comparing your day 200 or your day 1 to my day 2000 basically, right? And that is the exact mistake. You're comparing yourself to somebody who is way farther than you. And as you have just said, most of them are just fake anyways. That's the first thing. Second thing, the third thing is going to be most people in your age and even in my age, right? It's basically the same age group. They're boarding, they're doing every kind of other shit besides working and getting their ass off basically and doing something that they have to do, right? Right? They're not even interested about something like trading. So don't think that you're a loser, man. Like you are in the stream right now, that already shows me you are interested in learning something. You want to achieve something greater. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. Of course, I don't know you as a person, right? We only know so much that we are chatting about, but all in all, don't let yourself down like that. Seriously. You got this. So yeah, no more guesses, guys. Germany, Spanish off. You don't want to keep on guessing one more time? I guess I've already won against you guys. Nobody can guess it. Abelman was saying, hey Star, what's up, brother? Who won the giveaway? The thing is, I don't know who won the giveaway because for you to basically in, I checked it recently, but in order to know now, I have to ask again. I checked it recently, and the last time I checked, nobody had taken the giveaway, but that was already like 2 days old. So I don't know if it's working. I have to ask again. But go to the website. Go to the link in the description of the video. Type it in there. Go to the support of 8K prop firm passing, and tell them I have won a giveaway from Star Trading, and then type in your code. I would have to check if somebody has won the giveaway, and I have to email them until they email. The time is already over. The stream is already over because they don't respond to emails that quick. But try it. I don't think that anybody has actually picked it up, and this is kind of such a coincidence. The video where you would expect to get a lot of views, or get way more views than this one, right? Because it's like a giveaway. But like for you, especially for you, you really deserve this account. Go to the link and tell them about, yo, I have won the Star Trading giveaway. Here's the code. I want to receive the challenge. And yeah. And then from there, let me know actually, because either they already have taken it out, right? Somebody has already submitted it, or like, I don't know. We're going to see. GameSign was saying that's why I feel FOMO. But why, man? Like, I've just told it to you. There's no need to feel FOMO. It's because you're comparing. Like, you're seeing too much. Focus on yourself, man. Fuck the others. Focus on you as a human being, man. Like, don't even look at. It's about you. It's about you and your life. What you are going to do. Boogie was saying, for me, in your 20s, you have to learn, fail, and try again. Build something strong first, then enjoy the rewards later. Totally agree. GameSign, think about it this way. You are already way more ahead than everybody that is just partying and this and that, because you're already getting into this. Right? You are already ahead of most people, man. I'm telling you. That 18-year-old you see with Porsche or whatever like that's really just fake. Rarely that is actually true. Ableman was asking, how old are you? I'm 21. What about you? How old are you? I wonder in general, how old is everybody that's watching? Statistically wise, everybody is older than me. Or like most people are older that are watching my channel. Like 25 to 34 or something like that. 26, Ableman. Great shit, man. Yeah, I kind of knew you were something around that age. You were young, bro. You started earlier. I started very young. Watch my first video that I've done on YouTube. It's going to explain it. Full detail. How I got into it. All of the details. Type shit. In our time, there was no trading. Nah, there was, man. Trading has been around for a pretty long time now. Like 2016, people were already day trading, or how do I say it? But I know what you mean. It wasn't like such a big thing, right? Nowadays, everybody wants to be a trader. Back then, it wasn't so publicized, especially with the upcoming of TGR and whatnot. There was more and more interest for people to become a day trader. So Divan Maria something was saying 5 push for real for me, motherfucker. Huh. I've already done push-ups at 10 likes. At 20, I'm gonna do it another. Okay? At 20 likes, I'm gonna do the rest of the, because I've already done the 10 push-ups. Because like after every like 5 push-ups, I have to get up. Let's do it in 10. So 10 likes. So if we're at 20 likes, then I'm gonna do the rest of the 10. Just be a man, bro. I am, brother. Just go back to the stream. I've already done the push-ups. I've already done that, man. I keep my word. The 30 people watching. If you want that push-up, man, hit the like. What's your IG? I'm gonna post it in real quick. Hang on, I'm gonna post my IG in. Here's my IG. I'm joining your Discord. This game's on saying. You're welcome, man. Join the Discord. Join the fam. Let's have a conversation. Great shit, man. Come through. Yeah, man. I'm afraid of me letting around the 1 minute. Like, don't get me wrong, I never trade on the 1 minute, but it's just looking more interesting. People are probably going to get confused. They'll be like, what? You're trading the 1 minute? You have never said in videos that you're trading the 1 minute. And I am actually never trading the 1 minute. It's just so, we have something to look at. Something like that. Follow on Instagram. Appreciate it, brother. Good stuff. So far, I don't see the 20 likes. So, guys, you want to see the push-ups? 20 likes. I think it's fun and beneficial. I wish I could play some music in the background for everybody. That would be fire. But YouTube is just being an asshole. Smokers is saying, what do you think of Tokyo? I like Japan. Or like from videos at least. I think there's a lot of stuff to explore. What about you, man? Do you like Tokyo? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, about what you were saying previously, Memo. You were saying we didn't have what it was called trading. Trading has been around for like a pretty long time. Like, okay, like let's just say 10 years, which is going to be 2020, 2016. There was still day traders out there. I mean, day trading has existed for a very long time. Not the way that we're doing right now, you know, like from your PC, and you literally see the 1 minute time frame. You can go to the 1 second time frame. Ticks. You can even see ticks, right? I mean, you don't hear it, yeah, but I will be just plugging in like little headphones. And at least for you guys, anyways, I think that's interesting. I think that trading has been around for a pretty long time. I think you just haven't gotten that early onto it, because I've just gotten pretty early on into it. The loss you took was on the $26 account. Yeah, it was on the $26 account, and only on that one. It was actually 20. Like at that time, it was 29. So yeah, I can show you the history, brother. Here. This was it. So where I remember it was saying here we had 29, and then after that loss 25.50, and yeah. So you're back at 0. No, I'm not back at 0. I started the challenge at 20 bucks. I don't know, maybe I can help you read if you want. Hang on. Oop. So it's saying, you know, 20 to 0 into 10. Okay. You feel me? Able Man was having a laugh, man. Did you risk less on a trade? No, I risked 0.01 lots. So currently I don't go by risk, because I don't think it's really worth it. I just risk the minimum amount that I can, basically, which is 0.01 lots. After we are at 40, I'm also not going to increase it. You know, once we're like faster, like more and more on the account, let's just say like 50 bucks or something, that's where I will be willing to go for 0.2, right? But before that, not really, man. So in the case where you're wondering why is the loss then less, okay, so let me check it out. If you're wondering why is the loss less, because if we would have taken a loss on, let's say like your GBP, it would be 60 bucks, 6 bucks, I mean. So why is it 3.4 bucks? It's because 0.01 lots is not going to be the same sort of buying power in that sense, or not the same risk compared to AUD USD, right? Every pair has a different value. So that's why. And it's also quite favorable, isn't it? Like the loss on AUD would be greater than on this one. So that's also something cool. Which that would also mean it is going to be a smaller win. But yeah. But I have also decreased the entire stop loss. So you're lucky? Yes, I am lucky. So Able Memo was saying, I mean, you don't hear it on social media. Yeah, but I think it has been around for quite some time. Like, not publicly. Or actually, you're right. It has not been, you know, pushed out to, you know, guys, you know, become a day trader and this kind of stuff. But it has been around for quite some time. Yeah. So Able Memo is saying you have 1 minute to reply, Smoker. Smoker is the jail guy. Can I rename people in here just for the chat? No, unfortunately I can't. Damn it. I would name you the prison guy. So Smokers was saying, I didn't expect you to take a loss so soon. That's how it goes, man. And keep in mind, we are taking like multiple trades in a single day. And I've also told you, because we're trading more trades in a single day, that also means that we're going to get in, what's it called? We're going to get more losses overall, right? The profit is going to be bigger, but we have been before that on a, I don't count this one because this wasn't, like this is basically the same one that we have watched and burned, right? It's not really a loss because I've closed it immediately right after. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different wins in a row. That's something that we can talk about. Last year you won 30 trades in a row. Last year was last year, and this year is this year. Which I think we can get close to it, but once again, the win rate has decreased a little bit because we're trading more pairs. But yeah, I'm quite happy also with 10 times in a row, something like that. I am actually going to show you something if I can set it up. So wait a second, I have something for you guys. Dun 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 dun. Okay, hang on. So this should be it. Hang on, hang on. I have something for you. Tell me about psychology. What do you want to know about psychology? Everything you want to know. So this is what we have currently. That's going to be the journal. Now, in case you're saying, what, there's a loss, I've just not updated it yet. So if we're going to look closer, we have basically started at the February, and I've started way sooner than that because I'm recording an entire video. Like there's going to be the full video that's going to compact all of the streams and all of the videos that I've done into a single one. And I've just not created the not journaled the rest of it, and we're going to do it together, right? So we're going to go, hang on, so step by step so everybody knows it. So in here you're going to click on import trades, and then you're going to land in here, and then from there, hang on, how am I going to do this? You're going to go in here, statement, make sure it's here, XLSX, then you're going to click on statement. Now this file has popped up, it's just on my second monitor right now. And now you're going to take, basically, you're going to take this file right in here. And now you're just going to let it run real quick. Okay? So all of trades, import all of the trades. Right? I'm gonna check out the stream real quick. The chat. So tell me about psychology. There are traders who win like big money and they just hold it. It's quite some ball. You mean like holding it? Like if a trade is already winning and you're just holding and holding it to get more and more profit? Is that what you mean? Then Abraham was saying, I close early manually, which is very bad. Attaching money with your emotions fucks you up. Completely agree with that. Brother, just keep it at the take profit. Exactly what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing here. Like, I just have a set take profit and the rest I don't really care about. So now we have done that. Check it out real quick. The stream. So, Smoker saying, nice, a journal. Let's hear FTMO dashboard. Man, you're always with that kind of stuff. Always. Yeah, TradeLens is bugging for some reason. I have to contact basically the guy that I'm working with TradeLens. TradeLens unfortunately bugging. No, it's not working. Like, I'm not referring to smokers right now, just in general. TradeLens is just bugging. Hang on, I'm gonna message him real quick, just so I don't forget it. Because as you can see, it is showing us like 14, like total PNL is 14, and it has not journal all of the trades. See, we have these trades. If we're going to go to the next month, we only have that trade, which I don't know. It's counting it all as like one trade. I have no idea what is going on. Some kind of bug. Here's of course the real journal. Yeah, I just have to contact them. So I'm going to check out the stream real quick. So, Smokers was saying, I've never asked to see your dashboard. Not in general. Like, you always wanted to see some kind of thing, man. Like, whether it's going to be payouts, I get that. But I've already told you, like, multiple times, I'm not going to do that psychology-wise. I have already shown a lot of different payouts. Go to my Discord, go back into the chat. If you really want to see it and you're eager, just go lower into the chat and you're going to see all of the payouts. Right? What's called Smoker is saying use TradeZilla kit. Not really into TradeZilla. I am working with TradeLens, right? And everybody who wants to use TradeLens, I mean, right now it's bugging. That's like not a good example. But next time, if it is going to be working, then you know the link to that is in the description. I am going to tell him that he is going to fix it very fast. So keep that in mind. It's not something that is just going to stay like that forever. I don't really like what's it called? I don't think TradeZilla is bad, but I think there could be overall improvements. I had TradeZilla. I also had Edgewonk. Most people don't even know what Edgewonk is. So able memo to say, to respond to what you said recently, like before. Set your things right as a take profit, the stop loss, and just forget about it. There's no need for you to basically modify the position. I know sometimes it is quite annoying and it can get on your nerves, but that's exactly the mistake. I've told it previously, if you're going to lose the challenge, then that means it needs to happen. It is going to be a lesson for you, right? And the difference is, are you going to be able to sit through that loss and actually learn from the lesson, or are you just going to do the same mistake again? So Smoker saying payout is different from dashboard. Whatever it is going to be for you, that is the proof. Are you doing with the prison again? That's what I mean. Are you doing push-ups because you're preparing for prison? Yes, man. What is the middle gray zone? The middle gray zone, you mean that one? That's a stop loss. Or you mean that one? Like this one? The rectangle, you mean this one? This is a 4-hour FVG. So now I know. It's basically the same on AUD CHF. No. Yeah, AUD CHF and AUD USD. It's pretty much the same stuff. So yeah. So we're getting towards that 20 likes. Smokers, I'm responding to every single message of you, every single one. Now respond to me. From the last stream I was saying, you are somebody that knows me in person, and you are just impersonating, pretending like you're not. Like, you're always just ignoring that one. Kick is, by the way, also not working. Like, I am not able to live stream on there. No idea why. Twitch is looking like it's working still. Yeah, Twitch is working. If Smokers is not going to respond, I'm gonna kick you, man. You have to respond. I'm going to put you on the spot. 14 guys watching. Thank guys, everybody who tuned in. I think I might change the title to Turning 20 to 10K live with negative for Steel Wood. I think that will make a little bit more sense, so everybody knows what's up. Abel Memo was asking Smokers, prison guy, you're a negative for Sword, how long exactly? Smokers was saying, I don't know you're in real life, mate. I think that's a lie. How old are you, Smokers? $20. So guys, we've been here for 2 hours. I'm gonna end the stream real soon. If you have any like last words, anything that you want to say it right now, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the push-ups. Oh man, it's 20 likes. Shit. Like, actually, it's not something, it's not a big problem, but I have just 8. No, I'm not going to scam the push-ups. I'm going to do them. Like, don't worry, man. What was called? But I have just 8, and then, you know, doing push-ups after you have 8 kind of shit. But I'm gonna do them. No worries. I'm fit enough to do that. Scam push-ups. Nah, dude, I'm not scamming. I'm gonna do that. So I would say, you know, just type in whatever you want to type in. I'm gonna do the push-ups real quick. Okay, now it seems to be working. That was good shit, man. Dang it. Play Dragon Ball theme song. Dragon Ball theme song while I'm doing the push-ups. Is it copyrighted? If it's not copyrighted, I could do that, man. Honestly. Smoker saying 50. As I told you, man, 20 likes. Like 10 likes, that's 50. Another 10 likes, that's 50 again. Yoshiki was saying elite. Appreciate it, brother. Always gotta stay fit. Not only in your mind, but also gotta stay sharp, physical wise. It's important. Like, you don't have to be like a bodybuilder or anything like that, but just be fit. You have to be able to run a little bit, you know. You don't have to be like a bodybuilder or anything like that. Yeah. Because you might get robbed. Or if you are robbing somebody, you also have to be able to run. Alright then. I'm gonna end the stream for now, guys. Last questions, you know, last couple, like 2 minutes, because the stream has a little bit of delay. So like last couple of questions from everybody, if you have questions to begin with. And then I'm going to end the stream. You know, thank you for everybody that is already like leaving. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great stream. It was the best stream actually, like views wise and shit. New record. Always like to see that, likes wise and also just views wise. And not even that, like the people as always were great. Really appreciate that. Trade with Topstep. I've heard Topstep had like a scandal, like some kind of shit going on. They had some kind of problems going on, I heard. And besides that, I'm just not a futures trader. Abelman was saying good night, everybody. Good night, everyone. Appreciate it, guys. So everybody has tuned in, and you know, just has tuned in without watching the entire stream. Watch the videos to understand my strategy. This exact same stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, it's all love. Thank you for everybody joining. Smokers, Abel Memo, Refoxkey, Ghost Whale. You know, sorry if I can't name everybody, but most people just didn't even chat. But yeah, thank you guys everybody for watching, and see you next one, guys. I catch you.